Hi. I don't really post on this channel anymore, but tonight I just really want to share this with someone. And usually there is someone in my life that I can share my writing with or vent to. And at this moment, I really don't feel like there's anyone who will get it, if that makes sense. So I'm just kind of making this for myself and anyone that is listening or might relate. I just want to document my writing because I wrote something tonight after something happened and I am proud of it and I want to share it and I'm in my emotions and feelings and usually when this it's just I need yeah. So I don't want to ramble. I won't be editing this. I'm just literally shooting it on my photo booth and I'm going to post. I don't make any money off of this account. This is just for me, I guess, and it's my therapy tonight. So thank you for listening and being my on-call therapist because tonight, you'll get it in my writing that I share with you, but a couple years ago, maybe like a year ago, I read an article on a theory about success and relationships and how in order to be successful, you have to your relationship will never work out. Like success is a lonely single life path, I guess. And I've always thought about it. It stemmed in the base of two movies that I saw, and I read an article that was kind of explaining or analyzing the morale of the film. So I kind of used that in my writing tonight, but it's also just been on my mind a lot lately because I have recently been given the choice of taking someone back, even though I may have felt unhappy before, or continuing kind of like a scary path. I mean, I really, really like where I am right now in life, but everything is so unknown. It is kind of scary, and I could go back to comfort and I could go back to exactly what I knew was there, but I don't know. So basically, it's just that person left because they came over tonight. It's been like 3 months and I finally texted them asking for my things that were at their apartment. And so we talked for a little bit, and as soon as this person left, this writing piece just kind of spilled out of me. So I'm going to be looking kind of right underneath the camera at my screen. Thanks for listening. I hope you enjoy, but thanks for allowing me to just vent. Okay, so this is what I wrote. There is nothing you can really do to prepare yourself for the last time you're going to see someone. I feel there was a very distinct moment when I knew I had to choose between success and a relationship, perhaps even a happily ever after kind of love, and perhaps even a life-changing making history kind of success. There was a distinction hidden behind a breath of air one night in my early 20s when I knew I could never have both. It had to either be success to the degree in which I had always dreamed of reaching, or following the footsteps of my younger self's only idea of success, a home with a husband and kids. Growing up, I believed I had to marry young, like my parents, to be happy, to find the one. I always thought I'd be married by 25, a mom, live a normal suburban life with someone who loves me. But the other half of me always dreamed of something bigger than just ordinary. The other half of me always saw my name existing beyond just me, whether that was in lights or ink or concrete or a textbook or simply someone else's mind. It's a summer night when a bird almost flies directly into my open window, but swerves hard to the left, and I shut the window almost simultaneously to its late change of course. It's the scent of freshly cut grass by the man you once loved. It's walking into the salon and walking out without the weight of you. That was the moment I knew. 2 relationships, 4 years, 3 equally broken hearts. In the end, it always came down to wanting different things. In the end, it always came down to them wanting more of me and I wanting more of myself. I would never be able to have both. In life, you make decisions that without changing anything in that moment end up changing your life. The path you follow becomes your ancestry, your legacy. When I saw La La Land in theaters with the man who I truly thought would be my husband, the father of my children, I learned a valuable lesson. Success requires the sacrifice of the central relationship. In order to achieve your dreams, you have to follow your passion 110% and letting go of another path, another hope, another dream. The reason Mia became as successful as she did, despite her talent and drive that was always there, is really highlighted through letting go of her blossoming relationship with Sebastian, showing that one can never have both. They lock eyes years down the road at Sebastian's jazz bar, a dream that never would have come into fruition had he and Mia stayed together, also showing that in order for both of them to achieve their dreams, they had to do it separately and let each other go. They lock eyes, and you can see the years of memory, pain, and perhaps the twinge of wonder for what could have been had they made other choices in the past. But Mia then decides to leave early, walking away with her husband back home to her child. Sebastian continues on, playing the song he once wrote about Mia. I think about this plot all the time, because I know I have what it takes to become as successful as I probably can't even fathom at the moment. We have been broken up for officially 3 months, and I've already started 2 investment accounts, tripled my monthly income. I can feel my career festering beneath the surface. I haven't hit my prime yet, and I know if I focus on myself, my drive, my passion, and not waste time distracting myself and wasting my precious hours with somebody who will just end up breaking my heart in the end, that I can make it. Then a year later, I saw A Star is Born, weeks after the same man I imagined by my side for the rest of my life and I decided to part ways. I needed a good distraction, a good sob, and I ended up receiving the same message. In order for Allie to become a star, her relationship also had to be sacrificed in the darkest of ways. Jackson's death allowed Allie to become an even greater star than when he was by her side, making it seemingly obvious that the man who gave her her fame was perhaps the same man holding her back. And I knew I could never have both. I could never have a happy ending on both ends of the spectrum. It would always have to be either or. And when I sat alone in my 2-bedroom apartment, weeks shy of turning 25, with almost 30,000 subscribers, 1.5 million views a month, my highest YouTube paycheck of $1,700 awaiting in my bank account, $29,000 earned in 4 months on OnlyFans, a successful podcast that only just launched, paying off debt, clearing skin, a finished apartment, and good health, I knew. I knew this was the law of opposite attraction, that as soon as I let go of that relationship did my life boomerang into the direction of personal career success and opportunity. And I knew when he showed up at my door, begging one last time for a chance, that I would never reach what I wanted if I said yes. It is a selfish thing to want success. It will make you feel dirty and exhausted. And above all else, you will feel lonely as you reach the top. The closer you are, the lonelier it becomes. Less and less people can suddenly relate to you or want to be your friend. I almost took him back because I was so alone. But I could suddenly see the ghosts of my future dreams fading from thought the longer he stayed on my couch. And I knew in order to be successful, I had to sacrifice the one thing I wanted so badly. Like Mia, like Allie, like Mia, like so many others that created the foundation of that theory, I knew if I wanted this, I have to do it alone. When the door shut, I could see myself running after him, into the field that separated our homes. I sat silently for 2 hours, staring at a drafted text I never sent instead. These choices that we make in our lives, in the moment, it feels like nothing has changed. I am still in this apartment, still just as I was 2 hours ago, but that simple choice may have changed my entire life. Sorry. I like got really sniffly at the end, and I feel like they're allergies and not tears, but I really can't tell the difference. Um, yeah, so that's kind of just what I wrote tonight for like myself, my journal. Although I might tweak it and make it a little bit more relatable and try to publish it again, or like not again, but like publish another thing again. Um, as I was reading it, I really hope it didn't come across as like me trying to brag at some points. It was just me trying to really highlight how like much better off I am without him and how much success has already found me. Um yeah, I guess that's it, but gosh, I just really like I don't know. You know, you have two options in life, and I just hit a point tonight where I just didn't really know which one I was supposed to choose because one I wanted so badly. Like, I want the success, I want what's out there, I know I can do it, and most likely I'll have to sacrifice a lot of things, be like beyond a relationship to achieve that. But then the other half of me hears what this man is telling me, and I want to believe him and I want to see what happens, and I want to give him that chance because he's saying things that I had wanted him to tell me for years, like about what he wants for the future and things that I had prayed about to hear. He, and that's why it's so hard because it's like I did pray for this. This is what I wanted. Fuck, I'm already this deep into it, and I'm sure whoever's still watching actually cares. So, if you watch my main channel video about when we broke up, it was primarily because, well, one of the times we broke up, we've broken up a lot, but it was because he didn't want kids. And now he broke up with me again, said it was like the biggest mistake of his life, has tried so hard to show me this, and he said that he's open to a family now because he wants me in his life. And I can't tell if it's like, fine, I'll do it because I want you, or if it's, I'll do it because it's with you. And that's what I prayed for. Our whole relationship was that he would have a change of heart. I would pray for it, I'd manifest it. Like, I really let go of my religion. And one of the things that brought me back was how badly I wanted this man to change his mind for me. And it's all in the timing, isn't it? Because here we are, I'm getting over it, I'm doing so much better on my own, and now like the universe, God, my ex, like whatever, is saying the one thing that I had wanted to hear our whole relationship. And it's really hard to like watch that fade away, to watch him walk away, also knowing that he'll be right there because we live in the same place. I don't know, it's tough. So yeah, he left. Part of me hurt and really felt like I should chase after him, and the other half of me was like, girl, what are you doing? You're doing so much better without him. Like, keep it up. You're like going to be successful. You can do it. I know you can. And I just don't know which life path to follow because I'm given right now the choice between two futures, and I can feel it, and I don't know which one to pick. So it's almost 1 a.m. He left at 8 p.m. and I'm just like completely rattled, can't do anything else, and I had so like much I wanted to do tonight, and I also have to get up early, so yeah, it hurts right now. And it's funny because I always say healing isn't linear, but I can say I feel so much better. And it's not linear because here I am And I know that, like, this is the right decision, but it still hurts. And it's still hard. And there's still a part of me that wants the other option, but if I go back to, like, who I was before and where I was before, there'll never be any growth, right? I don't know. At least that's what I'm trying to tell myself, but thank you for being my therapist tonight, and I really hope that someone is still subscribed to this channel and will see this. Bye.